Let's take a look at the settings of this application. And you can see here the first setting is transition audio. You can see it's on. Let's take a look at what we mean by transition audio. When we start a test, you see as I slide to the next image,
terrific.
You can see that there's this voice saying terrific.
That was great.
Or that was great. This is transition audio. You can turn that on or off on the settings. If you leave it on, you have two options. You have a voice feedback or you can have a tone. Let's take a look at what the tone sounds like. So this is sort of the simple tone to show that you're sliding to the next image. The next setting is the voice recording type. There's two different types. You have per word or a single audio file. If we do per word, the application is going to require you to press the recording button on every word. So let's go here and let's start a test and let's do a quick screener. So for example, here if you want to record the word pickle, we tap our recording, we say pickle, and once we slide to the next, it automatically stops the previous one, but to start recording the word hippo again, you have to type the recording. Hippo. Stamp. Now you don't have to press the stop. The app automatically stops the recording once you slide to the next image. But if you wanted to stay on that same image, you can always mouth, stop, and now that recording has been saved. And what the app is doing is recording each word separately. This way you're going to have a separate audio file for each one of the different words. And once we're done, pen, wizard, sandwiches. What I'm going to do is quickly slide to the end of the test so that we can take a look at what a single audio file would look like on the results. And let's take a look at the results. Just going to tap down here. And so we have this screener that we administered. Let's tap on preview recordings. So I only recorded those words, but you can see that once you press play, it plays back the audio of that specific word. Hippo. Now let me show you how different it would be if we had done the settings with single audio file. What that does is records one big audio file as you're administering the test. So let's start a new one, start a new test. So once I start pressing recording, pickle, hippo, stamp, mouth, tomato, knife, donut, I can pause, but I cannot stop. Once I tap recording again, it resumes recording. Wizard, sandwiches, tree house, and it keeps going as you're recording the assessment. Of course, it's easier because you don't have to keep pressing the stop button, but at the same time, you end up having one large audio file that sometimes you may be having difficulty emailing to yourself. But let's finish up the screener, tap results. And let's take a look at what that audio file would look like. So preview recording. And you see here single audio file when we press play. Pickle, hippo. It keeps on recording every single word within one file. And there's no way to change that on the go. You have to make your decision before you start the assessment. The next setting is display written word. You saw that it's on. Once we go to the testing, you see the word at the bottom is mouth, so the child can read that word. If you do not want to display that word, you can turn written word off, and you can see that now the word has been removed. Let's take a look at the next setting, which is evaluator's name. You can enter your name here. Your credentials too, if you want. And you have the option of including that information on the report, and in this case is on. The last setting is including acquisition timeline on report. In this case, it's on. There is an acquisition timeline information that some people do not want, they don't like having that information on the report, so you can always turn that off.